Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a good Friday. It is Friday, the 28th of October. We have Halloween coming up on Monday. We've already got our candy. Chris got candy that he likes because sometimes we just don't have that many trick-or-treaters here. I've noticed that a lot of places around here are doing the trunk-or-treat thing, which I think is really nice. However, I got to point out that I sure do miss seeing kids dressed up on Halloween. When we first bought this house, and that was in 2007, we had so many trick-or-treaters, and it was so so much fun. I enjoy I enjoy I enjoy Halloween and trick-or-treaters and the costumes and the mask and the makeup and the whole thing. I don't usually partake. I do enjoy watching the kids have fun with this very unique time of year. I can't really think of another time of year where we are encouraged to not be ourselves, right? You kind of at Halloween, you're going to step out and be someone you are not typically on every day of the year. So whether you are, you gravitate to the vampire aesthetic or the monster or the princess or the prince or um, whatever, it's a sweet time of year to really embrace your innerness and come up with something fun and unique and different. Speaking of fun and unique and different, I've been working on my Sugar Skulls book, and I've been working on it all month, all of October. I did take a break. I kind of got, I tell you what happened, y'all. I was trying to use just junk mail, not realizing that of late, I really have not gotten a lot of junk mail. It works out great for me. However, I really kind of wanted to focus on the junk mail thing in order to finish my Sugar Skulls book. So it's like, oh well. Oh well. Anyway, so Cheryl sent me some things and Angela sent me some things, and it was like I got all inspired all over again. So we're going to finish this up today and be able to put it away and, have fun with it next year. I like this format. It's a small format. Let's kind of measure this out so we can see. It's basically I'm looking for my tape measure. It's basically a field note size insert. The cover is 3.5, and I think this is 5.25. Five and a quarter right here. To me, it makes a really fun size to work with. I have this thing about getting things complete in one or two sittings. I'm not the kind of person who really loves to drag out a project. I really like to get it done. And I know that if you've been here any time at all, you recognize that I love to, what Jenny Belly calls slap it down. And basically, when you're slapping stuff down, and that's not negative at all, but when you're slapping stuff down, it really does not give you time to think. Thinking will often rob you of any sort of joy that you might have in the creation of things. I meant to flip this on the other side, but oh well, we've got a kitty cat kind of upside down, so we're just going to use it. I meant to use the other side that was just plain cardstock. Not plain cardstock, but it had this green background on it. So, oh, why not? We'll just do it like, just do it like this and have a page like this. you know, it's Halloween, right? We just were talking about getting out of your comfort zone and doing something different. So we'll just do that different with our book. I like to get things done. I like to get things done really fast. I think when you can get done with things really fast, you experience that phenomenon that we like to call flow. You're not really thinking about what you're doing. You're just having some fun with it. You'll notice that in this book, I'm leaving these jagged, ragged edges on it. I like that. We're going to go back and do a little work to the ragged, jagged edges that I'll show you in just a few minutes. I'm almost done with this book, but I thought we would sit here today and just finish it up. Again, the cover is 3.5 by about 5 1/4. It's a perfect size book when you're, you know, kind of ready to sit down and do something easy, field note size. I like books like this because you can totally insert them into any other kind of book that you might have going on. I'm kind of feeling like I need some verbiage here. And since we're just using what we have on the table, I'm just going to go with that. This says Mrs. Peck, the doll's home. So I like that. If we're experiencing flow, we're really just kind of tuned in and tapped in to a creative source that's encouraging us to move very freely, to be engaged with our creation, to not look at it in an objective way, but to look at it in a really personal way. So all of these decisions that you're making, whether they're intentional or not, are really the creations of your inner spirit, you know, and your mind is totally engaged. And to me, that's just the most fun. We're not creating perfect edges here. We're going to do some raggedy, juicy edges, as Jenny Belly calls it. That would make a good juicy edge right there. I'm just going to flip through here so you can kind of see what I've done. Right here, right now. Let's find... I love this image. It's kind of creepy and scary. However, it does show the red shoes. There's a lot of mystery, paranormal mystery behind red shoes, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that some other time. I am very intrigued by red shoes. Henry VIII was buried in red shoes. So red was if you know anything, you know, if you're interested in the paranormal, you know that red is a protection. So if you think of movies like The Sixth Sense, the kid slept under a red blanket. And, you know, he felt like that would protect him from his ghostly companions. I'd love to know what you guys are going to do for Halloween. Are you going to dress up? Do you have a church function, or going to do something super creepy like visit a graveyard? What do you have going on? I have some things here that I could just kind of put together to construct this page. My friend Kathy was just here and she brought me a bunch of wine bottles. I thought that I would try and construct, you know, not construct, see what I could do with wine bottles. You know, maybe as a Christmas project. I just thought it might be fun to do, you know. Again, I'm going to step out of my little I love paper comfort zone and do some different things for the holiday season. If you have any favorite wine bottle crafts, let me know. I'm very interested in learning everything I can. This little monster thing right here. He doesn't have any eyeballs, so I gotta find him some eyeballs. He fits there so well. Find him some eyeballs. I don't know if there's anything around here that might do it. These are some things that Angela sent, which I really love. And I like the cat along with the mouse here. So I'll do that. Look, the little ghost. But he's white, and I think I've got enough going on there. Hey, look. I think those two things right there will make awesome eyeballs. So let's just trim these out. They're gonna work. Well, that was a happy accident and a half, wasn't it? I think I need to put them this way. I like it. It made me laugh. Have some space here. However, don't have a lot left to choose from because ta-da, I've really used a lot of these supplies that were sent to me by Miss C and Angela. Let's see if we can put this right here. I like that. And then, you know, because I do like to kind of marry-ish these images, we can put that there. And then I'm going to fill in these two spaces with just some highlighter. Highlighter here, highlighter here. Just a little bit of highlighting over here. I like to use a highlighter sort of like people would use an ink pad. I'm not a good ink pad user. I make a terrible mess with ink pads. I love them. I think they're super cool. I'm not a very good stamper. Not a very good ink pad user. So it's, I really like to use a Sharpie as an ink pad, you know, as that, element that kind of pulls everything all together. Look at this ghosty. I love it. I think we'll finish up with these things. I'm looking for... Look at that. Cheryl sent that too. Isn't that incredible? I'm going to just use an edge here as a bit of background. And I see some things coming together really nicely. I think my most memorable Halloweens were spent with my cousin, who she was very close to my age, and I just loved her and loved going to her house because their house was just very, oh my goodness, it was just a beautiful, beautiful house. It's very 60s, you know, like that mid-century modern. It's just fun to go over there. Okay, I got the same kind of thing here. So let's see if we can find something that might fit. And my dad was really big into Halloween. He would always dress up. But he came to the door dressed as like this horrible monster. And he scared my cousin and me literally almost to the point where we peed our pants. You know, the kind of fright. Oh, it was so funny. And we were like so relieved when we knew it was him. I used to go over there, and our favorite things to watch on TV were the Monkees and Batman and Robin. All that good 60s stuff. I think we're almost done. Look at that. All right, so I'll see what we're going to do. Next steps. Our next steps are, I need to find some eyeballs. Oh, this might work. I'm just going to jazz our sweet old ghost up. Let's give our ghosty a hat. A witchy hat. Oh dear, it's not going to work. Rats. Yeah, I see white stuff on here, but I don't think it peels off. I don't think these were stickers. Yeah, they aren't stickers. Oh, you know what? Maybe do that. And then we turned him into a Frankenstein. What do you think? Okay, that's going to be it because that does not want to come up like everything else kept coming up a while ago. Man, these are really super cool little things here. This is a cauldron. They're kind of 3D, you know? So I think I just wasn't using them correctly. Okay, and then the last page I'm just going to reserve because I will write about my experience of creating the book. I do want to get this in here somewhere. I think I'll put him on the cover. This is a fabric piece. It's really neat. There we go. All right. You can see that I've gotten the book done. Now what I want to do is kind of work on these edges. I do have some things sticking out, which is exactly what I want. But I would like to kind of carry this just a step further. And something like this, I'd like to just kind of bump out a little bit more. I've got this piece here, which is cool. I don't think that's probably not gonna work. But it's white, right? So I'm just gonna put a little something on it like that. And the word Paris is kind of sticking out right here. So I kind of love that. I feel like I need something here, just not sure what it is. Let's see what we have. Hey, I have a little skull piece. Perfect. Okay, so I've got that built up. I think I'm just going to take part of this. So you can kind of think of it as sort of making tabs. But, you know, not making them perfectly aligned with, well, tabs aren't perfectly aligned, are they? They kind of stick out, and that's what we're managing here. Just kind of managing to make things, oh, that's not gonna work. Because I've got that right there, so let's put it up here. Now this one. It gives your book, your glue book, a little more, definitely makes it a lot more interesting. My next thing to finish is my messy book that I've started last week and didn't get finished. You guys know that I have several jobs, so I don't get to do artsy things all the time. But that's okay, because when I come to the page, I'm like, ooh, very excited about it, about being here. Stickers work great, you know, for these little tab pieces. You can just fold them over. These are cool because they're kind of have that glow in the dark thing going on, which is really neat. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. I'm liking that. That's looking pretty cool. Okay, I've got a little bit more of this. So let's use that. I'm going to leave that sticking out just like that. This is such nice paper. It's well coast. I think it will be a lot of fun to write a note in the back of this and talk about, you know, I mean, we have come a long way, haven't we, from 2020 when we didn't get to trick or treat. Still, you know, it seemed like 2019 was a different world. I mean, who would have thunk it that that would be our last like little foray into anything normal. Oh shoot, I had one more page. Okay, so I've got one more page here. Holy cow. Totally forgot y'all were there. Let's do a little tip in, just like that. And then let's put a kitty over here. Kitty is so cute. This says, if the shoe fits, get a broom and a hat to match. Amen. All right, and this is where I will put the story of my little book and how it came about. Let's do a quick flip. And this started out as one of my Sugar Skull books that was in my Etsy store before I closed my Etsy store. My Etsy store, technically, you guys, is on vacation, but I'm not going to be able to sort the payment requirements that they're asking from a third-party aggregator that has already been sued for breach of a data breach. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you guys, is start listing some things at my eBay shop. And we'll just go with eBay until I can figure out, you know, maybe if I'm just going to do my own website. I'm not sure how to do that, but hey, you learn something new every day, right? So I'll try and figure that one out. It really turned out to be like my favorite page. I do believe. All right, guys. Happy Halloween to you. I hope that you and yours have a wonderful little sweet holiday being your own creation. Get outside yourself and do some makeup and do a costume and just have fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. See you later.